My in-laws demanded to see our finances before the wedding. They never expected what my teacher's salary actually looked like. Yesterday, I showed them my investment portfolio worth $4.2 million paired from the classroom app I developed while teaching third grade. When I first met Nathan at a friend's barbecue, he asked what I did for a living. I teach elementary school, I said, watching his expression for that familiar flash of pity. It came right on cue, followed by the standard response. That's so noble, I could never do it for what they pay you guys. I just smiled. After 5 years of dating, Nathan still believed my entire income came from my school district paycheck. Not because I lied pert, he just never asked detailed questions about money, and I never volunteered the information. I still drove my 10-year-old Honda and lived in the modest house I bought when I first started teaching. The only luxury I allowed myself was paying for our vacations, which Nathan assumed came from careful saving. What Nathan didn't know was that 4 years ago I developed an educational app during summer break. What started as a simple tool to help my students with reading comprehension exploded into a platform now used by over 800,000 teachers nationwide. Last year, my company's revenue hit 8 figures. I was planning to tell Nathan everything after he proposed, but then came to dinner with his parents. We're just concerned about Nathan's future, his mother said, sipping her wine. Teachers barely make enough to support themselves, let alone a family. Nathan's father nodded. We think a prenuptial agreement would be reasonable to protect Nathan's assets. Nathan squirmed in his seat but said nothing. His father continued. We've drawn up some paperwork. Nothing complicated, Pearl, just ensuring what Nathan brings to the marriage stays with him. That sounds fair, I said calmly. I'd like the same protection. His mother laughed. Honey, Nathan makes 6 figures as an accountant. What exactly are you protecting? I pulled out my phone, opened my banking app, and slid it across the table. This for starters. The silence was deafening as they stared at my account balance. Nathan's father adjusted his glasses. There must be some mistake. No mistake. I developed Classroom Connect. My teacher's salary is $58,000. My CEO salary is considerably more. I own my house outright, have no debt, and my company is currently entertaining acquisition offers starting at $20 million. Nathan's mouth opened and closed without sound. Why wouldn't you tell me this? He finally managed. You never asked, I replied. You assumed my teaching job was my only income. You decided what my financial reality looked like without ever having a conversation about it. His mother recovered first. Well, this changes things. No need for a friend-up after all. I shook my head. Actually, I'll be insisting on one now. My company employs 47 people who depend on me making sound decisions. I need to protect that. The dinner ended awkwardly. On the drive home, Nathan was uncharacteristically quiet. I feel like I don't know you, he finally said. You know I teach third grade. You know I love children. You know my favorite ice cream and how I take my coffee. You just didn't know my net worth part because you never thought it was important enough to ask. Yesterday, I met with my attorney to draft a prenuptial agreement that protects both our interests. Nathan signed it without argument, but his parents haven't spoken to me since that dinner. Our wedding is still scheduled for June. Nathan says he's proud of me, though sometimes I catch him looking at me differently. His friends now joke about him being a trophy husband. I still drive my Honda. I still teach third grade. And I still believe that assumptions are the termites of relationships paired, silently destroying foundations while everything above looks perfectly intact. Some people measure worth by salary, others by impact. I've learned that those who truly value you will take the time to discover both.